guys did some deep breathing. Are you guys ready for some more yoga and then another story tonight? Let's start off with T positions. Are you guys ready? 1, 2, 3. Child pose. Get down onto all fours and then rest your bum on your heels with your chest on the floor and your arms stretched out in front of you while breathing deep. I love this pose. So stick that there. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, let's do one more pose. Let's see. Butterfly pose. While sitting down, put the flats of your feet together, then put your hands on your feet. Your legs and your arms make the butterfly wings, and you can gently move them while breathing deep. Okay. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Now, again, we'll do our deep breathing before our story. So sit up nice and tall and breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Ready? Do you feel nice and relaxed after the yoga? I'm glad. Tonight, I'm going to tell an adaptation of a folktale called The Silly Wishes. Once upon a time, in a land far, far away, there a poor woodcutter and his wife lived at the edge of a forest. The woodcutter always had enough to meet his needs, but usually not enough to meet his wants. He and his wife were always wishing for something more, and they always grumbled because their wishes didn't come true. Grumble, 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 morning till night. One day, the woodcutter was out working in the forest and was grumbling as per usual when an elf popped out from behind the tree. The woodcutter was very surprised. "Who are you, and what do you want?" "I am the ruler of this forest, and I am tired of listening to you grumble all the time," replied the elf. "I want some peace and quiet, so I am going to grant your next 3 wishes. Just make sure you choose your words wisely." The woodcutter was overjoyed. He ran home as fast as he could to tell his wife the good news. "How wonderful!" she exclaimed. "Put some logs onto the fire so that we can sit down and make our 3 wishes." So the woodcutter put some logs on, and soon the fire was burning brightly and crackling. The warmth of the fire reminded the woodcutter that he hadn't eaten his lunch, and without thinking, he said, "Oh my, what a lovely fire! I wish we had a nice sausage to roast over it, rather than having to eat cabbage soup." just as he finished speaking and realizing what he had said, a big, fat sausage came bouncing into the cabin. "Oh, you foolish man! Look what you have done!" cried his wife. "You could have wished for diamonds and rubies and other precious jewels, or a pot of gold and silver. Instead, you wished for a sausage!" "I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. I'll make a better wish next time." But his wife could not keep quiet. She continued to grumble and complain. "A sausage! A sausage! Of all the things you could have wished for, you wished for a sausage. It could have been a shoulder of lamb or fine roast chicken. But no, it was a sausage. How could you wish for a sausage? Again, we have all the wishes. We could wish for anything in the world, and you wished for a sausage. Oh, why a sausage?" Finally, the woodcutter put his hands over his ears. "Enough about the sausage!" he roared. "I wish the silly thing would stick to the end of your nose!" The words were barely out of the woodcutter's mouth when the sausage flew up and landed right on his wife's nose, where it stuck tight as can be. The woodcutter tried to pull it off, but it was firmly secured, and his wife cried from the pain. "It feels like you're pulling my nose off!" Then the woodcutter took his butter knife and tried to cut it off, but the blade would not cut. He then took the big kitchen butcher knife and tried to chop it off, but the blade would not cut. Finally, in desperation, he grabbed his wood-cutting axe and tried to hack it off, but the blade would not cut. His poor wife burst into tears. "Oh dear, oh, please don't cry, my darling," said the woodcutter as he tried to comfort his wife. "I was going to wish to be a king and that you were my queen, but who ever heard of queen with a sausage growing on the end of her nose? I suppose my last wish shall have to be to make the sausage disappear." And so he did. The woodcutter and his wife never got to become a king and a queen, but they did learn an important lesson. From then on, they began enjoying all of the things they had, rather than always wishing for more. He stopped his grumbling, and he and his wife lived happily ever after. The end. It's always a good reminder to be thankful for what we have. Let's do one more yoga pose, and then we'll do our deep breathing and say goodnight. All right, ready for our last yoga pose? Downward facing dog. Lay down on your belly with your hands by your chest. Then lift your bum up into the air and make an upside down V shape with your body while breathing deep. Anybody else a little bit jealous that Yvonne was just able to bend over and do this? All right, let's go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. And namaste. All right. Let's do our deep breathing one more time, just to fully relax us before we go to sleep. Ready?